Day to day.
That's all I can say. He's day to day. Yep.
I mean, it's against going Ole Miss not having him. I mean, what's going to have to happen for the rest of your offense? With
Have
him?
you ruled him out? You just
I'm
ruled
not
him
ruling
out?
him out. I'm not ruling him out, but you.
I mean, we're not as good
without
without our best player. He's our best player. You know, he's been our best defensive player this year. He's got one of the highest usage rates offensively in our league. He's had a really good year. Arguably, in my opinion, I love him. You know, an all-league type year, I would think that he would need to be in that conversation, depending on how he finishes the season and how we finish, of course. But he's a really good player, and we weren't as good with him, obviously, the other day. But I thought Justin Hill was really good. I mean, that might have been his best game, right? When we get Terry back healthy, imagine both of those guys playing at that level that they're capable of playing. And we got to get back to defending, too. We defended, for the most part, at home at a high level, and we've got to do that tomorrow to give ourselves a chance.
Is there a minimum time for concussions that somebody needs to sit out these days, or does that vary?
Oh, I wouldn't know what it is. Honestly, I'm one of these guys. I'll follow your lead. Lance does a really good job. Our medical people do a really good job. We've got our team doctors are terrific. Lance, what do you think? What's the time frame? And today it's day to day. I don't know what all of the logistics are beyond that.
What are the biggest what are the biggest differences in the offense when he's out there and when he's not?
Well, first of all, he creates for himself, and secondly, he creates for other guys. And whether that means his pass is leading to a shot or leading to an attacking of a closeout, leading to the defense being somewhat behind, he puts defenses in those positions because of his ability, especially with his prowess in middle ball screens. He's been really good at middle ball screens, getting downhill, finishing again for himself and for others. And he's been really good in transition too. You know, he's had certain games where he's just putting a lot of pressure on the defense in transition, getting other guys shots. He's as competitive a guy as we have too. We've got 3 or 4 high level competitors. He's one of those guys when he's not on the court, we miss that. And then again, he's been really good defensively. I think he's one of the more underrated defenders. I don't know what's talked about there outside of our circle, but he's one of the best defensive guards that I've coached.
What do you feel like are Justin's strengths when he's out there on the floor?
He's growing a little bit. You know, he took advantage the other day of leading vocally. In the last couple of days, he's actually made a big jump. It's funny how that happens sometimes organically with opportunities given. And he's barking at guys and getting guys in the right spots. And really, like in the last 72 hours, he's made as big a jump with his directing of traffic and vocal leading as he has since he's been here. So proud of that effort. He's a focus guy. He's a detail guy. He's a scouting report guy. He was really good the other night.
What do you attribute that to? Just him becoming more comfortable?
Sometimes you want all of your guys. We were given 13 scholarships, and we've got a couple walk-ons, and you want all of your guys to take advantage of their minutes and be their best version when they get in there. But it's easier said than done when guys don't know how many minutes they're going to play and what exactly is my role. And that's part of the development process. You know, if Justin Hill knew he was going to play 35 minutes and be able to play through all kinds of mistakes, and we would have seen probably that version a little bit earlier in the season, but he's trying to fit in amongst other guys, and he's new to us, and all these guys are new to each other, and we're all dealing with that. It's not like we've got the same 7 that we're playing every single night, the same amount of minutes, substituting them at the same exact times. We're a team that's kind of patching it, best we can, and he took advantage the other night. He was terrific.
It's been a little bit since you guys have faced Ole Miss. Just what stands out as far as what they're going to be bringing to the team?
Feels like last season. It's incredible. Depth, athleticism. They're an athletic team, one of the more athletic teams in our league. Kermit's won 1 million games. They run a bunch of different stuff offensively. They're tough to prepare for. They're changing defenses. They didn't change as much on us at their place. Who knows moving forward, but he's always been really good with that stuff. Freshman backcourt, talented backcourt. Both of those guys have an ability, like Terry, to get their own or get others, score at 3 levels, have the ability to score in the mid-range, probably more so probably better than any team in our league, I would say. A mid-range scoring team, which makes it a little bit difficult, you know, a little bit unique. Hard playing front court, the hard playing overall roster. I mean, they're going to come in, and they've been really, really competitive. Of course, I think their record is very misleading. They've had opportunities just like us. I mean, we went in there and stole that one. The way Carrio finished down the stretch, Ole Miss probably deserved to win that game as much as we did.
You mentioned Carrio there. Obviously not his best outing last time out.
Yeah.
How have you seen him respond to that in the last couple of days?
Great. Not surprising. It's just been who he is. Had a really good one today, really good one yesterday. Fully engaged, focused, great attitude. He's got to continue to work on getting out of his comfort zone and putting his imprint on the game and in other ways when it's not going in for him. And also, continue to have confidence that when he's open to shoot it. He had some really good looks the other night. Overall, I thought we had some pretty good looks too. It was one of those games that just didn't go in for us, and I thought it made us bend a little bit defensively. Unfortunately, we've got to be better than that. We're not the best offensive team in the league. We can control our effort, intensity, energy, connectivity, attention to detail defensively. We've done 95% of the time. We've done that at a high level at home. We've got to do a better job of that on the road, but let's focus on an opportunity at home tomorrow.
You guys have had a tough stretch in terms of wins and losses recently.
Yep.
What are you using to motivate your guys? I mean, obviously, March looks like you'll need a lot of W's.
Yeah.
What do you do on a daily basis to get these guys ready?
Just focusing on today. That's it. We talked big picture when we got back from our holiday break, and we made a commitment to our guys. I did. Let's talk about it once and for all. This is what Ken Palm says. This is what Synergy says. This is put out all the analytical numbers and the quad one, and let's explain what the quad 3 loss means versus a quad 1 win, and let's all your questions. Let's get them out of the way. And after this conversation, we're going to focus on today's practice. That is it. The big picture for us right now is our film session here in a couple hours and what we retain and again, our attention to detail that gives us the best chance to play really well tomorrow. That's it. Beyond that, it's paralysis by analysis. We got to focus when that thing's tipped on getting a great shot and then sprinting back in transition and getting in a stance. And we've struggled with those things. We're really good at those things. It gives you a chance for that other conversation maybe to come back into play in a month. But right now, it's not worth having that conversation.
Any other questions for Coach?